what I'm going to look at now is box, cylinder, sphere, torus, coil and pipe. It may seem a lot, but they're very quick, and basically it's quick ways of doing these things without worrying about a sketch. So a box is basically there. Pick the sketch you're going to go on, and I'll do this in 3D. So it's just click down and drag, and when you click there, you then get the options to alter its sizes, and you go back that way, and it's a new body. You've got the length up there you can type in, you've got the width and the height, and the fact it's a new body, join, cut. We've done all these commands before, so there's no need to go through them again. And there's our box finished. You can go down here and edit the feature, so you can go back in and edit it or alter the sizes. It's a straightforward, that's a quick way of getting a box on the screen, if you know, rather than going into full sketch mode. We'll leave that one there, and we'll move to one side. And then the cylinder is very much the same, only easier. So we'll do that on here. Again, center point, drag out your circle. When you get your circle to what you want, either type in the measurement, and hit return or click the mouse button, your option then turns to extrude it. And with this one, you can only extrude one way. You can't extrude either side of it, as it were. And measure out your size. And again, new body, cut, intersect, etc. And click OK. And there's your cylinder. And again, you can go back and edit the feature. Next up from there will be the sphere. Very useful the sphere is, because drawing a sphere, the only other way that you can do it successfully is to sort of sketch half a circle and use the revolve tool. But with this one, you can go in, pick your plane, click a point on the plane you want, and then your sphere is there. It comes up, and you just alter it to what you want. Again, new body, cut, whatever, diameter. And again, you can go back to there when you've done it. And no sketch, but you can go in and edit the feature. That's the sphere. Then we go on to the torus, or the toroid, or toroidal, whatever you want to call it. And again, let's go on a plane. And again, center point, pull it out, center point again, and then you've got that one for the outer one, and that one for the diameter. Again, you can type them in here, inner diameter, torus diameter, and on center line, the options you've got is, if we look at this a bit more closely, that's good. You can see there the torus is about the center line. If I do it on the inside, it all gets done on the inside of the line or the outside of the line, center line. And as I say, that one to thicken it, and that one to make it bigger. That's the torus. Again, the only way you would do that, I suppose, really, is to create a circular sketch, and then do a circle, and then do the line on path thing that we were talking about earlier. Next one in this little short list is the coil. Interesting one. Again, let's thing, and we click on there, and we come out for the diameter of the coil, and then we have the height of the coil. Ready-made coil. Let's just run through these a moment though, so we know what they are. The revolution and height, or you can say revolution and pitch, or you can say height and pitch, or you can put spiral. The spiral basically goes from a coil to a flat spring, a bit like the sort of flat springs that you would have in a clock mechanism, for example. We'll go back to normal. Now, as you change these different ones, you get slightly different things down here. So we'll stay on that one. The diameter is set there, which you can also do there. the number of revolutions you want. Let's say we only want 4 revolutions. The height, again, you can type it in, or you can change the height there. The angle, let's put 30 in, and there you can see. So if you were doing some sort of, the sort of thing that springs to mind here is those springs that you see on battery connectors in portable equipment, where you've got that pyramid type shape. You've also can change the format of it from square to circular. And you've also got 2 triangulars. That's the external triangle, where it's a flat inside going to a triangle on the outside. Or you can have the internal one, which is a flat on the outside going into a triangle. We'll go back to the circle for the moment. Section position, again, this is the same as the toroid. At the moment, we are on the outside of the curve. We can go on the center line of the curve, or we can go on the inside of the curve. Section size is the size of the section, so let's change that to 10, and you can see it's a much smaller spring. But they say section, not diameter, because of course if it's a square one it would be section, and you can change this ideally if you've got heavy bogies, I suppose. And again, new body, cut, intersect, etc. And that's the spiral one, spring one. Very quick, very easy. Otherwise you spend ages drawing a path and putting a template along a path, and takes forever. Finally in this group is the pipe command. Now if you remember early on, I showed you a pipe command where we took a template along a path. This one's a bit easier. Pipe. So we have to have a path to select to. So let's just go back into sketch mode a moment and quickly shove a path in. We'll do that one. So there's our path in, finish our sketch, and instead of putting templates on, and the template along fitting the path, we can go down here, pipe command, click on it, and there's our pipe. And now on the pipe here, we can decide on the distance. That's the sort of we've got the diameter down here, the circular pipe, square pipe, or triangular pipe. Let's go back to circular one. You've got the distance is the distance along the path it runs. And as Malcolm mentioned earlier, these distances, if you're not familiar with them, they are proportional along the path. So 0.5 would be halfway along the path, 1 would be all the way. They're not millimeters. We have a section size, which like the spring, is a diameter, and it says section because of course it could equally be a square pipe. And you've got the section thickness, which is the thickness of the wall there. So we can make that, let's make it 2 millimeters, and you can see it goes quite thin. And again, hollow or not, so we can make it solid or we can make it hollow. Very useful command, because you can see that when I did it last time, when we followed a path, this would get complicated because you'd need a template for the outer, a template for the inner, whereas the pipe command is just so easy to use.